Hello everyone, my name is Yerkebulan. I am Nuzib student, and the purpose of this email is for the task ICT 5.2, in which I should to visit 4 different events and make a video. So I have visited 4 different events which I take invite from Nazarbayev University departments and departments from email or from them. Let me to tell you what are the events. First one is cost-effective photocatalysis for the treatment of wastewaters, which was in 15th March 2023. Second one is green agriculture and transportation, Kazakhstan's step to tackle global climate change. Third one is non-antibiotic strategies for eradicating bacterial biofilms, which was in 27th of January 2023. The last one is genetical history of Kazakhs. It was in March 6, 2023. Firstly, I want to tell you why they are all of them appropriate for the criteria of ICT 5.2. Let's begin from the first event. The event was happened in 15th March 2023. The main speaker was Dr. Stavros G. He is a professor, associate professor in Department of Chemical and Materials Engineering at Nazarbayev University School of Engineering and Digital Science. Also, he is specialties in process analysis in plant design. So the event was fully in English language. Also, the topic purpose is overview for methods for cleaning contaminated water using visible light. It was a research interested of speaker, and the main ideas is using AOS methods for cleaning water. I will tell you deeply in the next minutes. So second one is green agriculture and transportation, which was happened in March 15 2 in Nazarbayev University, Block C3. The main speaker is Dr. Megdi Bagheri. He had a PhD degree in electrical power engineering. Also, the event was fully in English. The purpose of this event is positive impact to global warming by reducing transport gases and by green agriculture in Kazakhstan. Third one is non-antibiotic strategies indicating bacterial biofilms. The main speaker is Dr. Yang Liu. He is a Chinese professor and he had a PhD degree in Institute of University of Chinese Academy of Science. He has about 15 publications, and the event purpose was about review and non-antibiotic methods for fighting bacteria. Last one, genetical history of Kazakhs. The main speaker was a specialist in sociology and anthropology. Also, he works in Department of Sociology and Anthropology. This event was in March 2023. I take invite from a new sociology department. Also, this event was fully in English language. So let's talk deeply about 2 events. I will now tell you more deeply about these events. So I decided to choose the first and the second events which I participated in March. They are cost-effective photocatalysis for the treatment of wastewaters containing emerging pollutants. This one is first one, and the second I will tell you deeply more is green agriculture and transportation, Kazakhstan steps to tackle the global climate change. This first event in which Dr. Stravers, the main speaker, who is associate professor at Department Chemical Materials, bring the presentation about cleaning the water by using his discovered methods. The method was AOS method. In his presentation, he explained that nowadays in the world, water pollution with various substances is becoming an important problem for scientific community, and since they are biologically active and can pose a danger for ecosystem and for people. So this presentation examined AOPS method for cleaning water from contamination. So in addition, an example of photocatalytical systems and the photocatalysis for water propulsion he showed. The first supporting idea that the using AOS method has huge advantages. First of all is reusability and stability, because the photocatalysis resolvability potential is one of the important requirements for designing and practical applicable photocatalysis system. Also, the second one is design and development strategies of photocatalysis. So the various methods have used and proposed for photocatalysis synthesis, generally classified as liquid phase and gas phase methods. So in his presentation, he showed the different methods that exist for synthesis of the photocatalysis. Among these methods, the liquid phase process is cost effective and showed good performance over the controlled single crystal grains and material practical size and process phase in process of catalysis and synthesis. So second event was green culture. The supporting idea from this event is reusability and stability, and as evidence, the presenter showed the importance of reusability potential, and which is requires for designing and using. By using for use, it's useful for several times, and for as AOS method is you can use it 2-3 times. So by sufficient, I think it's sufficient because this evidence show the direct impact for cleaning water, and by relevance, I think it's relevant evidence because in this event shows the way of cleaning water. Also uses numbers and the statistical evidence. That's why it made it relevant. But representative, I think not so, because just two types of evidence is used, which number and the statistical, and I can see it's need more deeply another types of evidence. Second event was about green agriculture and transportation. So Kazakhstan's impact steps to tackle global climate change, which main speaker is Begdi Bagiri. He bring his presentation about positive impact to global warming by reducing transport and gas and green agriculture in Kazakhstan. This was the main purpose of this event. He explained that in Kazakhstan has recognized that the urgent need to address global climate change and has taken significant steps towards adapting green agriculture and transportation practices. The country has a vast agricultural sector and has been exploring ways to reduce in its environmental impact while maintaining economic growth. There are several supporting ideas. First one is implementation of sustainable agricultural practices. They give documentable evidence that many industries signed against from using against from carbon dioxides, which harmful gases. The country has introduced sustainable land management practices such as conservation agriculture. Second, supporting the use of renewable energy as evidence. He gave statistical and number evidence that Kazakhstan has a set target of generating 50% of its energy from renewable source by 2050. The country has invested heavily in wind and solar power plants to achieve his target. I think these evidence are sufficient because showing in percentage how Kazakhstan going to help for global warming and also these evidences are representative because they show number statisticals, name statisticals, documental statistics, all different types of statistics. Also, this event is for me is relevant for this topic because showing Kazakhstan steps in detail, showing Kazakhstan steps by giving his support for global climate change and for this reducing the transportation gases and reducing bacteria in agriculture. I found interesting all events which I participated because there are several reasons why I decided to participate in these events. First reason is as my future major is aerospace and mechanical engineering. There researchers and specialties of this field this major is trying to discover some vehicles or cars which will reduce the transport emissions which throughout from them by discovering different by discovering using different filters in cars and in vehicles. And this one is first reason. The second reason is as a part of environment, as a person, I want to help always to environment, and by these events then I know more how can I help. As a future mechanical engineer, I hope that I will be helpful in future. Also, after these events, I will know in future that the transport which throughout emission is too harmful for environment, and I will try in future to discover maybe some vehicles for cars which would have be less harm emission. Thanks for attention.